Everyone, and welcome to another episode of GoolRC. Now, today's video we working on the Hobao cage, hyper cage. Uh, Recently I just asked my friend if I could have a bit of a play with it. This used to be my Hobao cage, um, but my friend really wanted one, and because I was not using it as much, I decided to sell it to him. I sold it only as a roller. He got his own electronics. But today is with me because I actually wanted to go for a bash with it. But there was a few things that needed to be fixed. One of them was this shock mount here. That was bent. That was nearly just touching the roll cage here. So that has been straightened up. But also the shaft on the shock, that was bent. And oh my god, I'm not kidding you. That was the hardest thing I ever had to do. It was straightening up the shaft. Those things are so hard that it got me thinking, how the hell do we manage to bend that thing? But eventually managed to get it straight and is working like a dream. But now I'm going to tackle the motor. This is a GoolRC motor, 2000 kV up to 6S, decent motor. Now, you were saying that there's a bit of a overheating coming off it, especially on the back, which is standard. But I thought I would open up and see if the bearings are fine and if there's any dirt or muck inside of it, and yeah, just have a look at it. And that's what we'll be doing. And so I'm going to open up this motor, and after that I'll come back with the camera and show you what's going on in there. Right. Now with everything out, I can actually see what's happening with this. You can see it as well. Quite dirty. That's the back plate, that's the front plate. Bearing is still there. There's a lot of dirt in there. On the motor as well, just there, which is not major over there because you've got that paper thing, whatever, stopping dirt from getting in, but not on the back. And on the back, can you see it? Oh yeah, that's a lot of dirt in there. I'm not sure, I think that's just excess grease and all of the dirt is getting into it, and that does not help with temperatures. So next I'll be cleaning it and I'll show you after the final product. So I'll be moving on with that. So there we go, guys. After you've done all of the cleaning that is necessary, that's how it should look like. Everything nice and clean, no dirt, no excessive grease there as it was previous. I've cleaned the bearings as well and refilled them. So I use two-stroke fuel. Just dip them in there to give them a good shake inside. Just do that a couple of times just to make sure all of the dusty bit and sand can get in there and out, and then just let them dry, refill them. And what else I've done is basically I had a bit of thread lock between the middle ring of the bearing, the inside ring of the bearing, and the shaft. So basically the shaft prevents the shaft from spinning around that ring and starting to wear out if the bearing gets a bit jammed or something like that. Also, what I've done as well, what I usually do is put a bit of tape on the back just to prevent dirt from getting into the bearing, and that makes the bearing last much longer. Then you just pop that in place and should be fine. And so I'll be taking it for a test drive and see how it does. Right guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.